Hey guys, welcome to the MC Anime Podcast. We cover anime, geek culture, Japanese aesthetics, and Asian studies. We are a multi-fandom podcast, and you can expect to hear topics in your favorite hobby or fandom activity potentially. You can find MC Anime on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, please check out mcanimepodcast.com, our website. Furthermore, stay tuned in for another episode.
Guys, welcome to another episode of MC Anime here. MC here. We have a special guest with us today, Mac. How you doing today,
hello.
Mac?
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just did a workout today, and guess by now I'm awake. You can say.
That's good. And for anyone that doesn't know, Mac is a Discord bot programmer, Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiast, and fellow gamer.
Yeah. Also, I do art from time to time, but that's just hobby. Yeah.
So tell them a little about yourself and where they can find you.
Usually you can find me on servers like Duelists Unite and maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Custom Cards as well, servers. I hang around those specific servers just because of the communities and people I know there.
Alright. And for anyone that doesn't know, he's Mac hashtag 4714 on Discord if you want to follow him and send some messages about bots. Further ado, what do you
everyone's welcome.
like?
What I do?
Yeah, what do you like to do as a bot programmer?
Well, usually I don't like program bots like how do I say, without purpose. So if I encounter a problem that I want to automate on a Discord server, I tackle the problem in that specific way by just programming it. So I don't have to do the stuff that I would have to waste time on doing it manually. You know,
Okay.
that's mostly how bots help every server.
True.
Without them, it's like a pain.
True. How do you maximize bots to their full potential in a Discord server?
Oh, how do you maximize? Can you be more specific? Like,
How do you use it most efficiently?
What?
How do you use all the features of the bot the best you can in a Discord server?
Oh, that. Well, it depends on the communities mostly. Like, what kind of a community you have there, and what features they need. You know, so. Like, let's say you have an anime community. What would an anime community want? Usually they want some feature of gaming, you know, like some interaction for waifus, in a sense, or a way to express their emotions.
Yeah.
Through some bot interaction, you know, like how usually like bots like Nadeko, you know, they have like hard commands and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just simple stuff. But yeah.
Let's say we do like a drawing bot. What are some features that a drawing bot needs for a drawing server?
Oh, well, first of all, a drawing server I think would require easily a way to easily like change formats of images, yeah, and without like a user uploads a simple image, and then he like specifies what format he wants, like WebP or PNG or JPEG. So that would be a feature, I guess. Another one would be like rotating the image, maybe flipping it. Also, maybe spinning for the fonts.
Okay. So basic integration with like some special effects, some alteration to this photo a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple photo alterations that you wouldn't want, like to open your software on your computer and do something with it. That's what people would usually use in a art server based.
Okay. So
they could also like I don't know, like add some ways to use like advanced features of machine learning as well, like coloring. That could also be fun stuff, like auto coloring in image, a colorless image. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff would be implemented if like you have time and are smart enough. Yeah.
Here you go. Let's do a music server. What do they need?
A music server. I think like YouTube interaction, SoundCloud, maybe like some Spotify connections, like with their API. So as far as I know, like the bots that join the voice chat with music, like that play music, aren't that well made with how they interpret the music, because there's some noise that comes in the play, but it's still good, I guess, if you put a playlist and listen to it.
True.
You don't have to. You don't have to like handle the stuff yourself on your computer and change the music manually. Oh, that's like the boring stuff.
True.
Another feature is like, I don't know, maybe like merging two songs, I guess, to some like I don't know, algorithm.
So like
that could like make a remix, you know, how people make remixes on YouTube and stuff. So
basically,
it could help,
clipping
like,
feature.
You
clip it and then put the clip together, and then play that segmentation of clips, basically.
Yeah, well, there's also like rhythmic, you know, how like rhythmic and amplitude, you know, merging, you know, in a sense like that, like convolutionary sense. So it could make it an entire new song just by mixing two of them. That could be a feature, I guess.
All right. What is the highs and lows of Discord maintenance with the bots?
Can you repeat the question?
Highs and lows. Where's the low points? What's the high points?
Well, the low. I'm gonna start like with the high points, yes, and end with the lows. Right. So the high points is like you get all the fun stuff that you wouldn't want to do it yourself. That's the main point. And also like it gets the community interact in different ways, and like the server is always like in a sense alive, so there's no downtime of people of silence in a sense. So everyone is like having fun with their own small interactions. Yes. as for the downsides, there's many. Starting from hosting the bot, every developer has to host their bot, and there's money that go into that, like bandwidth and hosting, and is not free,
Mm-hmm.
So you can host it on your own computer, though. That's a thing.
True.
But the more servers use your bot, the higher the necessity becomes for the bot, let's say.
True.
And yeah, so there's also the problem with verification of Discord bots, and if you want to get your bot in more than 100 servers, you need the verification from Discord staff, actually. So if you if you make a wrong feature that Discord does not like or has some exploits, they could shut you down for like a few weeks. So waiting for the verification is like pain.
True.
Yeah. And the only problem with that is like when you reach 100 servers, your bot cannot join other servers anymore. So that's the only problem with that.
All right. So once you reach the threshold of 100 servers, you don't get the verification that you need. You're stuck in the water.
Yeah, you're stuck basically. Yeah.
So how you? Okay, so let's say bots like Dino, for example, which is a Discord moderator bot.
Yeah.
100+ servers, or shoot, thousands of servers. How do you think they push that verification and actually get past the 100 server threshold?
I think some big bot owners, which are really popular, have already connections with the Discord staff community,
Mm-hmm.
So they could get that verification done. Like they get prioritized in a sense.
Okay,
so that's how they kind of bypass that. Okay. They have a priority.
Alright, because I know
for popularity.
Because I know those bots, they have so much features that they actually program a lot of stuff with it. So
yeah.
So are you for premium content, or you're only for free content with the Discord bots?
Great question. It depends. It depends on how the features are implemented, in a sense. What do you mean by premium bots? Discord side premium, or the bot or developers premium?
The difference between the free features and the premium features.
Well, it's okay. The developer must have some way to pay the servers.
True.
And his rent, in a sense, because he's using his time to create it. Mm-hmm. So he has to have some kind of monetization.
True.
For the time lost in this. It depends. Usually, I don't see problems with premium content on Discord bots. I haven't encountered that many. I did encounter one. There was a bot which had connection with Challenger, the Challenger website.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they create tournaments, and there was a bot which had the features to create tournaments through commands that you input in Discord server. it was really fast, like quite good. But after a month or something like that, like the basic commands got hidden by a paywall premium. And
Okay.
yeah. So it's kind of like the bot killed itself in a sense.
So yeah, the playability.
Yeah. As long as the basic commands aren't hidden by a paywall,
Mm-hmm.
it's good. Like also there are some features like sometimes like there are some how should I explain it more correctly? Like there are some features which are more cost on the server side, you know. So like they require more processing time, more requests on other sides, you know, and those take a lot of time, and they like are stealing some power from other servers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. So like those could be well hidden by a paywall, because I consider those kind of premium. Like let's say you have some very fancy way of dealing with machine learning on images, you know. That's a fancy feature, and it requires a lot of time to process the image and stuff like that. It depends on the complexity, though.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I consider premium features.
Okay.
It depends. There's no certain answer on this one.
True. So is the only way that developers can earn monetization is through premium content, or is there other ways to earn money through the bot?
Oh, there are like donations as well.
Oh, okay.
Like people like usually a developer like puts a donation page, and everyone could donate, and if they enjoy their content, you know, and want to see that developer continue with their production.
Okay, so the main source of monetization is most of donations and then sometimes premium content.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. I mean, yeah, crowdfunding is a way that developers, contributors actually make ends meet sometimes. Or not even that, keep up the maintenance and keep it running for as long as they do.
Yeah, of course. There's no way to there are ways, but the bot still uses energy on your computer, even if you host it at your home, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only problem the developers encounter, kind of, mostly the biggest one, let's say. And other than that is just getting ideas to develop things.
Let's say you have the bot hosted at your house.
Yeah.
How much energy input does the bot usually take for a basic bot?
I don't know. It's not much. I can't say it's much. It's lower. Like it could be lower than any Photoshop, you know, running in your background.
Now, is it running 24/7, or is it running at specific hours of the day?
It's 24. It has to run like 99% of its time, though. Like, what's the point of a bot that goes to sleep? It's like a person. You know?
True. So the demand of the bot should be at any time at any different gate because of different time zones.
Yeah. Well, there's ways like to make a bot run like in different places of the world, and like mitigate the problem with sleep time, in a sense, by just like running multiple sources somewhere in all sides of the world, I guess.
True.
And you can say some bot can sleep at X hour. It's kind of easy to do that, like give the token to somebody else, you know, the authentication, and trust them. And yeah, that's how it could work. Yes.
Gotcha. So, what is bot maintenance like? Keep it updated and keep the software running and making sure you troubleshoot any problems.
That's mostly just keeping it alive and updated with the communities, I guess. What the people want, in a sense.
Okay. So, you're saying the bot is alive, so you have to attend like a person would?
Well, the changes usually aren't like immediate on
Mm.
bots because every problem has its own time complexity. Like you can't just make a change instantly. It depends actually
Oh, okay.
on the problem that is encountered in the bot. If something happens, then the bot could just be shut down entirely, like any website in the world as well. If there's a big problem, just shut it down and deal with the problem until it's solved. That's how people do it usually with maintenance, I guess.
Gotcha. So, what are some of the bots you have developed?
Oh, I haven't developed many bots. I just developed some quirks for my own server. Like I have actually developed like the image one, like changing formats, because I find it useful from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's images which I want them converted sometimes. Other than that, like I have other bots which already do the same thing, so
Yeah.
kind of implementing it becomes just a matter of lazy or not lazy. The re-implementation of the same features that exist in other bots.
True. I know when I change my images, I just use websites. It has a free
Yeah.
converting software in the website, and I download it, and then it converts it. Or my thing is, I find a lot that I need specific pixels, so I need 1400 by 1400 because that's how the RSS feed algorithm wants. That's like the best picture format for the RSS feed. So I just upload to a 14 by 14, 1400 by 1400 pixels to every site I have.
Yeah. Well, a bot is like any other website kind of. Just has less interface for you to interact with. Like it's just common based interface, not fancy visuals, that you see on websites. And the good part about it is like they don't have ads, I guess. You could say that's the good part about bots. There's no advertisements.
True.
Unless somebody just commands advertisements and spams it.
Yeah.
Just for... Yeah. But usually that's kind of like considered, I don't know, like a scam, kind of. Or like, I don't know, something nefarious by admins. If they see like a bot spamming, that's like, what the fuck, man?
True. So
my bot is doing more than me.
Yeah, what do you think of the spam channels that just spam bot commands?
Oh yeah. Spam bot commands.
Yeah,
is good for all servers, kind of. Without those, like everyone would just spam every command in general, and the conversation would be killed instantly.
Or if you have specific channels like the bot channel itself.
Oh, yeah, the bot channel. Oh, not all of them, Nate.
Yeah.
Just some, like mostly moderation, I think, and.
Well, I know when I was a moderator, I would go to every single command and see what the command did, see what the command is, and test the command.
Yeah, well, you don't need to know every command of the bot, but it's nice to like understand what the bot can do.
Yeah, I mostly understood most of the commands, so
Yeah.
even though I hardly ever use the command myself. Like all the moderation bots, it's like, you know what? I can do this manually. I'm not gonna rely on a bot to kick out this user.
Yeah, it's more fun to just go to him, tell him, "Hey, you're getting kicked. Have fun."
Yeah.
It's more fun to do it manually sometimes.
Yeah.
There's that aspect of it.
Was there ever a time you as staff, as a bot programmer, that you actually have to enforce moderator actions against someone, even though you're the bot programmer?
What do you mean? Like moderation bots?
No. Were you like in a high position as a moderator, even though you're a bot programmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't moderate like kind of like how should they say? Usually, I don't tackle the problems of like with people how they interact with just moderating tools. I just go to them and talk to them normally, like any normal person. So just using that psychological factor is far easier than just kicking them sometimes. But if they like don't understand, I guess.
True.
I guess they gotta fight.
Have you had any problems with the bots, like people finding glitches and abusing those glitches?
Oh, I find those from time to time, and I like to abuse those.
Well, you like to abuse it? Wait. Which features do you abuse?
No, I mean like there are some places like other developers don't look into, you know. So that was previously. Now I think the libraries of that they use for programming their bots are like more advanced, and they kind of cover all those issues. But sometimes you like want to make a bot like do something fun for you, like that an admin wouldn't allow you, you know. So you just go behind the like let's say you go into the bot's DMs and just command some stuff there, because programmers don't usually look at the DMs as another ways of securing the bots, against commands, permissions. Let's say it's mostly permission commands that you can exploit usually.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, the permissions are mostly exploitable because developers don't look at them sometimes.
Yeah, I know half the time.
Or they forget about them. Yeah.
Some bots send you DMs, like a welcome message, or you have to. Sometimes the bot commands will actually send it to you in DMs, and then you can look at it there. But wouldn't it be better to have
every bot usually like has every bot responds usually in their DMs as well. So that's a fun thing that exists, I guess.
True. What's some commands that you can use in DMs, both in the server and DMs?
Well, it depends how they are programmed. There's like
let's say the program halfway, and you can use some commands in the DMs that you can use in the server.
Well, it depends. I can't answer here specifically. Like, if some commands are not allowed in the server, then usually like they're programmed for the server. But what commands can be exploited? There are like let's say just user commands. Let's say just user-based commands. So those usually are exploitable.
Gotcha.
So, like, if the bot answers to you in some way or another, you can exploit that.
Okay. Let's say
But
that.
server-based commands are like linked to the server, and
Yeah.
it's kind of nearly impossible because, yeah,
So let's say this.
there's not much there. Yeah.
Can you
Continue.
use like a gaming bot to play the game in your DMs instead of playing the game in a server?
Yes, that's possible.
Okay.
You can play any game that a bot has
Yeah.
in its feature, kind of. They are not linked to like server specifically,
Oh, okay.
unless they are. It depends how the programmer wanted to make them like that. But usually they aren't linked to the server themselves. So you can play the game even with just talking the bot, but that's just sad, you know.
True. Because I do know this. There's some integration that I get with CraigBot. It's recording software. You record directly in the voice channel, so it does individual audio tracks when I do that. It's really good. That's why I had to make a server, so I had to make a private server to utilize the bot to its full potential. But
Wow.
by doing that, it actually allowed me to have an alternative way to recording at the time, so I still use it from time to time, mostly with my main co-host.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
that's a fancy bot. Yeah.
It's a specialized bot for recording in the audio channel.
Yeah.
And they also directly advertise that if you're a podcast host, you can use it for this particular purpose as well.
Pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
And
I haven't heard about it, but yeah, it's interesting to know that exists.
We call it CraigBot, and then I think it's what stop, join is the commands I use. There's probably other commands, but basically what it gives you, it said, okay, so when you hit join the server, join the voice channel, you get a notification that boo, session now recording. So you know the bot's there, you know it's recording, and you basically make the bot leave when you're done recording. So when you hit command stop, it automatically leaves the voice channel, and then after you're done, it actually sends you the Quay to download it. That actually sends you the special website that it made for the file.
Wow, and that's a lot of development and the bandwidth usage. Yeah.
I mean, it's really good because it sends you the file directly, and then you copy and paste the website, and then download the zip file, because it gives you a compressed zip, because that's just
that's the usual stuff. They don't want to just send you a full file. Usually you would want it compressed.
Yeah. So they send you the full compressed file. I just usually do the data file because what I'm going to use with the raw files, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
So I just hit the data
usages,
file.
But
I uncompress them, download them, and then I put them in my editing suite. So I have an audio editor mixer that basically lays the tracks down, and then I can export it as an MP3 file when I'm done. And I usually do that, and then it's in my settings as an MP3, and then when I'm ready to upload it, I have the pre-downloaded cover art from Liz, who actually helps me design. Funny enough.
No, not.
That's her connection to MC Anime. And the audio files that I've either did the CraigBot to download as OGG file then mix them together to put them on the same file, MP3, and then do it that way. Or the way I do it here, MP4 files converted to MP3 files. So I do a lot of converting. I just it's always converting, no matter which. If I'm directly.
Yeah, usually there's like a few formats which give you like the raw data. You know, there's like WoW, the Windows kind of one. Usually, I think. Not sure on that. I need to recheck on these ones. And there's FLAC. You know, and just getting those two types of files, but they are usually big.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just getting that, it's enough for pretty much everything you want.
Well, actually, Craigbot, funny enough you bring that up, because they actually have FLAC files that you can download. Usually what I download is the Audacity project file. You know Audacity?
Yeah.
It's another editing software.
I
usually just download that file, because it's just, I don't know, I just always download it, even though I can download FLAC and not really be a big deal.
Yeah. I've tried Audacity with some fun things, I guess.
It's nice for decent projects. It's not like a professional editing software. But you can do podcasts with it enough to manipulate it and get what you want from it.
Yeah.
It's just like Canva. There's a lot of like digital posters and brochures, PowerPoints, and all that stuff too.
I see.
I mean, there's lots of stuff I can use to upgrade it and all this other stuff. And then I use a funny enough, I have a photo editing app that in the beginning I use for collage settings, and that's how I made my cover art. I put the two files together, and then I put the logo in the corner, and then that was basically how I did it.
That's funny. That's a good way. The way I started the whole art thing was just paint.net. Literally taking the eraser and just cutting images. That was fun. Wasting like hours when you could just go in Photoshop, pick the selection, any type of selection way, and just cut it like in a fancy way with some algorithms which detect the colors and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. And most of the time, I found that the only setting to get the 14 by 14 pixels I needed was the collage setting, because I can actually customize the width and the height of the file.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I had to like sometimes be stuck with a big logo in the middle of my cover art because of the fact at the time I didn't know any 14 by 14 picture converter and all this other stuff. So before I got the designer, I was like, I would literally use Google Slides as my picture making software, and then I download the picture slides and put it into the collage maker, have my logo and the pictures first, and then my logo, and then I'll add a title to it, and then I call it a day, save the file. And that's when I upload it.
That's funny.
And then people kept telling me, it's like, this is not good. What are you doing? I had like different artists, people tell me all these different things. It's like, well, it's enough for what I want. I don't know what you want me to say.
That's a great way to improvise. I'm gonna lie. Just using the Google Slides, that's something new.
And then I guess I think
I mean, in theory, that works with all. That's kind of what all the software, like for imaging, does.
Yeah.
Kind of using layers as a way to add new images, and slides are kind of like layers, I guess, or have some implementations of that.
And the only reason I
That's
have
fun.
Liz as my cover art designer is in the beginning she wanted money, and she was saying different ways I can help her earn money. It's like, well, I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. I don't need you to do that thing with yourself.
Mm.
Like she was offering like I guess let's just say OnlyFans content. I said no, I don't want that. So instead,
No.
I opted for designing cover art, and that's just how it started.
Oh, nice.
So she loves
Nice.
doing it. She likes doing it, and she did the logo for Black Rose Gaming and also the Black Rose Gaming COD server. So she's really familiar with it. She does a really good job.
Mm.
And if I need, some audio editing, I can just go to her. She can put it together in a way that's good. Because I had her do an interview. The way she did the interview, however, was really interesting. It was Q&A format. I had pre-recorded audio of all the questions, and each question had like 10 seconds to each question with a pause. And then that's where she would come in, put her audio in, her recorded audio into those pauses.
Wow, amazing.
That's how she wanted to do the interview. I was like, why couldn't we just do this live? It would been so much easier.
I don't know. Well,
like I know you're shy too, but like she was super shy. It was like,
It happens.
Well,
it's okay.
The thing is, I ended up being the most with the content because I was losing so much content from my end. I actually added, like before I asked a question, I gave background information. So if it's like drawing, yeah, there's different ways to draw. You can draw on palette, draw on pencil, you can paint on canvas, whatever. So I would give that background information. Then I'll ask question number 39. Ask the question. I gave background information, and giving that background information I literally provided probably like what? A 9-minute file when I recorded to a 30-minute file?
That's a lot.
And the answers from Liz was so short to the point. I was like, you know what? I'm lucky I actually did that because I was afraid I was losing content. But in reality, I added content when you gave very few content to work with.
Yeah,
I said
that's how usually it works. Like with everything, you just have a little to work with, and then you have to figure out the fun stuff.
Well, the thing
is, how to make it bigger.
That particular episode, I was under stress because I didn't know how to do it because I feel like I was losing a lot of content. So instead of just asking questions, I put introductions in as a way to give background information before I asked the question. So that's how I filled up the time. That's how I was able to get 30 minutes for 40 questions.
Yeah. There has to be like some kind of starting, that's cool. That's a nice way to get out of the problem.
I didn't, in my hindsight, I did not expect to get maybe 5 to 8 minutes of audio from Liz for 40 questions.
It's fine.
It's like, gosh, next time I'm gonna do like a minute or 2 minutes per question. Oh my gosh, she was so nervous. Oh gosh. And even with her recorded audio, it was very short answers. I was like, you know what? I can work with this. I can work with this for this particular reason because I provided content in my own way, and I was able to make it prolong in a way that actually was beneficial.
That's great. Actually,
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool. And good job. Actually.
But yeah, there's
I-
like all the, that's also what comes to mind with all these projects. When it comes to Discord bots, sometimes you have to go out of your way or do it in an unusual way to do the process to maintenance and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, unusual way is like my first way to do it. When I say unusual way, maybe I can do it in an unusual way, so I could make myself suffer a bit more and learn maybe something new along the way.
So you're the type of people that if I can do it manually, I know it'll take a long time, but I want to learn how to do it manually.
Oh, you want to learn how to do it manually?
You are the
Usually I'm more like, I want to do it automatically. I don't want to tackle the things myself. I want everything to work by itself. I want to write a script. I tell him, do this, and he does that. That's all I want.
How about manually programming? Do you want to manually program, or you just want to write the script to do it for you?
I prefer a script to do it for me.
Oh, whatever. Take the lazy way out.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lazy way of a programmer.
True.
Just come on, do it for me.
True.
It's like the first meme you see usually for programmers. Please, like first time when you get what's the word? When you get to learn a new language, it's like you enter that text file, and you type, "Hello program, please do this." The end.
True.
Make it fancy. And the program just spews, and when the program gets compiled, it spews errors at you. And like, what the fuck did you just tell me to do? Yeah, that's like every new programmer's experience.
True. What are some interesting ways that servers can use bots to host events? What are some interesting ways that servers can host bots to host events?
Oh, well, I think I responded to that question before, but yeah, so there's like, it depends on what kind of events, first of all.
Let's do convention. What's they're holding a convention and they're using the Discord as the place to hold it, the platform to integrate.
Convention?
Yes.
Like a debate?
No. A comic convention or anime convention.
Oh, I got it.
We have a server with like 300 people, and you need integration with hosting a convention. So which bot do you think you need the most? What do you think you need the most to handle 300 people all at once?
Well, first of all, I don't know how to imagine like what's a convention in the terms of Discord server. Like, let's say.
Let's say you have an.
I haven't been to a convention myself. That's why.
Okay, so a convention in real life, you have rooms. Well, Discord, you have channels, so you can have separate channels for separate panels, and then people go to those channels to view the video content in the video channel. And then you also have people asking questions. You have the live demos. You also have the grand stage.
I don't think right now it's possible to do it, but I think in future it's possible because I saw some new feature like forums, which is presented by Discord developers. I could even send you an image how it looks. It's very fancy from how it's developed. So in a sense, like a convention is like a forum, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So like every person posts something he likes, and people respond to it the way they want to. And it has to be like in one place. So this is like an image I'm showing you. I know it's a podcast, but yeah. So this is why Discord has a flat kind of forums right now. It's kind of cool, I think.
All right, so you like add description to autocomplete when with all permissions v2 and other / commands be ready. Okay, so
No, that's just that's just like for posts in the forum, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an example. I don't see a way to add it to my server or any other server. Well, probably Nitro user would add it. I don't know.
Yeah. The reason I asked this, I was actually in Angelic Convention online. The way they used a particular bot, I think Nako, it was a moderator bot, but they used so much of the features to like basically customize each programming. The bot will come to the channel, record the content, interact with you because it's an AI. They literally use an AI bot and it actually interacted like a real member. So you can ask it questions, it gives you answers, and it actually gives you answers related to somewhat related to a human. But sometimes the answers you got or what it said was hilarious. It had a personality of its own.
Yeah, that's how it goes with AIs, usually. You say chicken, they respond, kill the chicken.
Oh my gosh. I think they wanted to respond... they did a lot of bot testing with it to actually do live conversation with the actual staff before they launched it. So it kind of got like aware of the staff like on another level. Because usually the more the bot remembers, the more it can actually feed from memory to interact with you.
Yeah, I remember a fun experiment on Twitter with a bot like that. I'm not sure if it was on Twitter or on Facebook, but there was like an experiment. So people would talk to the bot, and the way it went, like people taught the bot so much things that the bot became as toxic as possible.
Oh my gosh!
Basically, it became like a Twitter normal person.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and then the bot got shut down.
Yeah, I know. Which bots in Discord do you really like and why?
What bots? Oh, I have a few. Like for now, I'm using like a bot like Tatsumaki, which helps me with how to manage roles. Usually, that's how I use it, kind of. Oh. It has more features, but I'm not using those more features. I don't know what to do with those features, let's say. The bot is kind of a good way to monitor like how many messages are on the server.
Okay.
Mi6 probably does the same thing, kind of. So there's more variations of the bot. Cool. But yeah, there's problems with bots like this, which monitor your messages. Who knows what they're doing with those messages?
Yeah.
You can see the code. Discord can't see the code, and I mean they get verified, but who knows which hidden hole they put in the bot? You know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's always like the like what's the right name? Yeah, can't recall it. The word. There's always some way to be afraid of the bots. Like it depends on developers, but who knows what they think? It's like Google, you know.
True.
How do you know what's under the hood? So yeah.
I have a funny story. So back to ACO real quick. Nako.
Yeah.
So Nako was in my panel, that was the problem that
Mm.
I didn't realize at the time that I was a bot. I actually thought I was a person. So when they were in chat saying thank you for the time, I really enjoyed it, I start chatting with the bot, thinking as a real person. I'm finding out later that the bot is a bot. And I was like, why does it have a bot command? Or why does it look like a bot? And it's typing in general chat. And then I got really confused. And then they start explaining, it's an advanced AI bot that we've been testing with. And they thought it was kind of funny that I thought it was the actual person.
Yeah, that happens.
But then I
That happens a
realized
lot.
it's like, you're telling me the only actual person in my panel was the flipping bot. That's so sad. The bot
That's
was
sad.
there to record my content.
That's sad, my friend.
The bot was literally there to record the panel.
Yeah. So yeah, back to the bots. Like, what kind of I use? I use not so bot. There's a bot like that. It has like most features I would want, kind of, for image and other stuff. So that's why I kind of don't usually program much, because the bot already have it. But if they go shut down, I guess I have to program it myself. You know. So yeah. There's like also Aska, which moderates the scammers activity on Discord. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They like catch the scammers which post bad links, which try to lure you into give your information away. Yeah. It also moderates spam.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite? What's a trusted place for people to find bots that you'd like to download the bot to a server?
Oh, there's many. I don't have a specific one.
I know I usually use either like Discord, GitHub.
Yeah, there's Top.gg. Top.gg. There's also
website,
Discord, yeah. And there's probably many more. I haven't checked all of them. I found most of the bots that I have in my list, like through other servers that I'm connected to. So I'm like connected to 100 servers right now, kind of. 100. Almost reached the limit. Probably can join 1 or 2 servers more. And I just picked up some bots that they were using along the way when I was joining all those servers.
True.
Funny story about how I joined those 100 servers. It was like the early days of Discord, where there was like Twitch emotes, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or not? There were like free emotes, global emotes, So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna join all the servers that have all the global emotes. So I started joining every kind of server like that. And then when the global emotes got shut down, I became really sad. And yeah, I'm kind of leaving 100 servers. Not fun thing to do,
Oh, come on, global emotes weren't that bad. Why they shut it down?
Well, Nitro, People don't need to buy Nitro if they have free modes,
Gotcha.
Yeah. It kind of like fights with Discord's way of marketing. So, of course, they would shut it down. Why wouldn't they?
Because it directly interferes with what they want to do.
Well, with monetization.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
True. What is your overall opinion of Discord being a gaming community, fandom events, and just basically a fan culture dominated platform?
It's cool. I mean, Reddit is already like that.
I mean, Reddit has, yes, the subreddits, but...
Yeah.
Reddit's are only
Reddit is
posting.
kind of in a different time perspective, let's say, because the posts there don't go like every second
Reddit's
or
literally like
millisecond.
Pojo.com for like with Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. Pojo was a Yu-Gi-Oh community, and people go in Pojo and just chat on public forums. They have a public thread, and they just keep continuing until it ends.
Yeah, that can happen, but
that's really what
not
Reddit
how it should
is.
be used, you know.
Reddit's really who has the most public thread with the most comments.
That's like 4chan, you know.
Yeah.
People made Reddit 4chan. That's it.
I don't know if they made it for. No, Reddit's not like. Well, it might be. I don't know.
It kind of is.
It depends on what subreddit you get into. If you get to like some of the weird subreddits, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, 4chan initially was just a forum platform. Then people started chatting on it. Then people started posting weird stuff on it.
Yeah.
And that's how it became 4chan.
Yeah. And also Reddit has those weird... Okay, the one thing I will commend Reddit for is help me find my phone or help me do this. The help me campaign. You don't know what you're going to get until people actually post it. And then you get that one person who's like, yeah, I saw this entire case for you. Here you go.
Yeah. Well, same thing could be done on 4chan as well. I've seen smart answers there, but mostly they're, people, special people.
Well, 4chan had that big challenge a couple of years ago with solve this puzzle, do this challenge, and the community was trying to hire members. I remember that going on. So
usually, like, smart people usually just hang around the dark communities in a sense, because you can say it's kind of more entertaining in a sense.
Yeah.
They find more people which are kind of in the same psychological state as they are.
Yeah. Plus, a site like 4chan is basically a combination of all these different types of people that don't go in other chats. So.
Yeah. Well, now they kind of move to Discord, I guess. I mean, who's to moderate the stuff on Discord? Like, who can do that? And it's pretty much impossible to moderate Discord,
especially some
from Discord's perspective.
I kind of wish there was like Discord training for staff specifically, and then you have to be required to have so much training to be staff. But no, that doesn't happen. Like not Discord staff, but like staff for servers.
Yeah, stuff for servers. Well, you don't need a lot of qualifications.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it would help.
It would help, but usually you just need a person that is willing to do something to make the community better, I guess.
True.
You don't need kind of stuff. You just need a rule and put a bot that just stops all the stupid stuff that people try to exploit, and casually someone watching. That's it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the staff should do. Like
you,
watch.
Looking in the dark, looking in the shadows.
Yeah. Just watch and observe, and when somebody goes like, Pepega.
Yeah.
You gotta raise the Pepega hammer as well.
Well, here you go, everyone. Mac is the Batman in the shadows. I'm Batman. Beware of me.
I never. What? I never agreed to be Batman.
You look in the shadows. You the Mega Hammer. You only gonna go. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be sliding your DMs when you're in trouble. Be aware.
Oh, not quite Batman, but I guess it's funny. I usually expect the bad people to slide into my DMs, but nobody does it.
Why would they expect you? You're the bot promoter.
I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Knowing you probably entertain the bad people in your DMs. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, some bad people just comes and posts weird stuff, and what's the fun thing? You can just tell them to get away, yeah. But it's more fun to like enter in a discussion with them, like see how he thinks, see what he wants from you. It's funny sometimes. Let's say there's some ways to learn about.
Well, here you go, people. Mac is coming out of the closet, so this is his moment to shine, right?
Yeah.
Be aware, I'm Batman. I'm coming out of the closet for you.
Yes. Opens the closet. Closes the lights in the room and goes back in the closet. That's it. That's Batman.
Oh my gosh. Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we wrap this up?
Well, I think like every Discord every Discord server requires kind of a bot. There's no discussion to that because people cannot do everything manual. That's for sure. As for like their own custom bots, like for the server bots, they're good if you want to like keep your server private in a sense. So like none of your data leaks out to other bots which are big. No. Yes, that's good with having a personal Discord developer in your own server. So yeah, other than that, like have fun, I guess.
True. And don't forget, Batman over here, he looks in the shadows and he's on Discord all the time. You can find him on, Mac #4714 if you want to slide in his DMs. He already gave you permission. But
yeah, everyone has permission to come into my DMs and start a random conversation.
Oh gosh. But with this particular episode, we were discussing Discord bot maintenance, bot programmer of Mac, and overall how Discord utilizes different bots for different features. So, I hope this is really insightful for people, running on a Discord server or, a Facebook group, because you can also add bots there. But Discord is more known for the bot feature just because how easy to put the bot in it.
Yeah.
And there's different types of bots. You got moderator, video, music, gaming, chat bot, random questions, AI, who knows what you want, pot recording, all this other stuff.
Yeah. Bot can do everything for you as long as you program it to do it.
Exactly. And with that, that's the end of this particular episode. And do not forget to subscribe to MC Anime Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and also for anyone that wants to join our Patreon page for crowdfunding, we would gladly have you. Custom messages, voting power, proposals for podcast, and maybe even be a special guest on the podcast. So yes, MC Anime's out there. Go on the Patreon page at Blog MC Anime, and please support us. We will kindly be inclined for any donation you want to give, and it'll keep us basically running the lights every month.
Please do.
Remember, support. If you take anything, a second way to support creators is basically have the donation feature.
Yep.
And I thank you so much for Mac for being on this particular episode. It was lots of fun being with you. And thanks for coming.
Thanks. It was fun to talk with you as well.
And even if you're the Batman that looks in the shadows, I guess we can upgrade your role to bot programming. What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Bye, everyone.
This concludes another episode of MC Anime Podcast. MC Anime Podcast is available on podcast directories like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. We also have our website at mcanimepodcast.com. If you want to directly support us, then follow Patreon blog MC Anime. Finally, if you want services for hire, then we're available on Fiverr for audio and video production, graphic design, idea consulting, and blog and article writing.